how difficult was it for you to, choose Bhavin and, reflect your child and see your childhood, reflecting in him? How was the journey? How were you able to find Bhavin, and what did you see in him that you saw that it reflects your character in him?
I think the moment the story was clear to me, that what's the story is going to be, I knew that the biggest challenge is going to find Bhavin, or the lead character, who will play the lead character of Samay in the movie. And I knew that if I don't find that, it will be nearly impossible to make this movie. However great director I am, or whatever great cinematographer I can get, we will not have the soul. So it became pretty big when we started casting, and we started with few hundred in Mumbai, then few hundred in Ahmedabad, and soon there were like thousands, literally 3,000 number of auditions, and getting into actor, from there to non-actor in the villages of Kathiawad. But till a character came, there was not, I didn't have enough confidence that I can make this movie, because that vehicle was important, and he's all over in the film, he's in every frame. So when Bhavin Rabari, when his tape, his photograph started coming, and I started figuring out that, okay, he has some spirit, his body language, the way his eyes were, his small size, and everything was just looking wonderful, and started giving me hope that, okay, now let's see what happens to this kid over a few weeks or nearly a month long workshop. Can he sustain, because it's a consistency, it's a long feature film, very tough shoot through long period of 3.5 months. So there were a lot of challenges for a child to face this, and big movie cameras, lights, and the boom, and wearing microphone all the time, and someone who has never acted, who has always been with his family, how will he behave with 150 people, crew member? So there were a lot of questions, and they all got answered when we started working with him in early days. And the confidence in me grew that, okay, now I think there is something. There is a Samay, the way I imagined. And then I had to create the gang of the children, which is, again, that was easy because, the kind of friends I had, I just looked for those one. So one of them was a city boy, who are people of African origin. One was a farmer's son, one was a railway station master's son when I was as a kid. So I really knew how they look like with little differences, so that I just went after those kids to make the gang of 6 children, where Bhavin's character Samay is kind of a leader who brings gang to all kind of adventure, to catch the light and to project the light, and ultimately make projector and get into trouble with cops when they start stealing the reel.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.